Hello and welcome to the lecture series on automobile engineering. We are looking at a chapter titled as Transmission System belonging to module number 2, and it's a chapter number 3. In today's lecture we are going to look at how exactly the power that is developed inside the cylinder is transmitted to the wheels in order to keep the vehicle moving. To begin with, the most important part of a vehicle is engine. It is treated as the heart of the engine. Therefore, first let us look at the working process of an engine. So we all know that for a 4-stroke engine we have 4 processes. Number 1 is the suction process, second one is the compression process, and the third one is a very important one, that is the power stroke, which is also called as expansion stroke, followed by exhaust process or exhaust stroke. So during this process, when the power is produced inside the engine, that power is transmitted to the crankshaft using mechanical linkages, and these mechanical linkages are piston as shown here, and the connecting rod. Then we have a crank which is connected further to the crankshaft. So we see how a reciprocating action of piston is converted to rotary motion of the shaft. Now the question arises how the power is further transmitted to keep the wheel rotating. So for that we have to look at the layout of a transmission system. So we have a layout here. In this layout we can see we have an engine right in the front, and we have a front axle connected to the 2 wheels, and the engine is connected to the next part, that is the clutch, which is one of the important part of a transmission system, and this clutch helps in engaging and disengaging the engine, and it helps in the free movement of the vehicle without jerks, and prevents the whole system from strain if it is properly operated. Further to this clutch we have a transmission system, which is basically a set of gears. It's also called as a gearbox, which facilitates to operate different speeds. Next to transmission we have a propeller shaft, which is having further connected to the universal joints, and the propeller shaft is further connected to a gearbox at the rear end of the vehicle, and these gearbox helps in facilitating the required power to the wheels while distributing the speed while even in the vehicle is taking a turn. So therefore we see the whole layout transmission system. Apart from the engine we have so many components in place which helps in achieving free movement of the vehicle. Therefore now let us see the importance of the transmission system, that to keep the vehicle moving the role of transmission system is important. Why? Because the demand from the driver may vary. Sometimes you may have to pick up the speed, or sometimes you may have to bring the engine to halt, or the vehicle to stop condition without engine getting switched off. Sometimes you have to take a turn. In all these demands the vehicle has to operate stress free. Therefore transmission system helps to achieve this requirement. We recommend the further reading. Please refer to these books, and in case of any queries please contact us on this email ID. In the next class I'm going to talk about how a clutch operates. Thank you for your attention.